So I wanted to talk about AI anxiety for quite some time. Every day we keep hearing AI is coming for our jobs, AI will replace humans, coding is dead, humans are done. And on top of that, we see posts by AI leaders like Aditya Agrawal, former CTO of Dropbox and one of the Facebook's first engineers, said that he spent a lot of time over a weekend writing code with Anthropic Claude, and it was very clear that humans will never ever write code again by hands. He felt very happy but also sad, confused at the same time, and that is very understandable. Mrikank Sharma, who led the safeguards research team at Anthropic, said in his resignation letter that the world is in peril. And I want to be very honest with you today. At times, I also used to get anxious about AI. Not movie robot scared, more like quiet anxiety, the type of anxiety that shows up at night and delays sleep. We open Twitter or YouTube and suddenly there is a new model launch. Google's Project Genie, Anthropic Claude Cowork, Opus 4.6, OpenAI Codex have shaken up the world in the last few weeks. They are smarter, faster, better at writing, coding, or even thinking. And then a small voice in my head says, what exactly is left for me? For a long time, I handled this anxiety the worst possible way. For a while, I tried to ignore that feeling. I told myself, AI is just a tool. Nothing will happen. Humans are irreplaceable. But those sentences did very little to calm me down. Because we all know how fast AI is improving day by day. And I also know that the anxiety doesn't come from the facts. It comes from our own imagination. Our brain starts stimulating a future where we study for years and then a machine comes that learns it in minutes. We build skills and they become default features of a tool. We build identity and the world stops valuing it. And then I realized something important, that ignoring, competing or running away from AI is not helping me in any way in alleviating my anxiety. But the truth was that I wasn't afraid of AI. I was afraid of what I didn't understand. And the brain treats unknown intelligence as a survival threat. So the way I started coping with this anxiety was very counterintuitive. I stopped escaping AI and started learning it. Not learning to master it, but learning to remove mystery from it. Because anxiety feeds on imagination, but understanding starves it. So instead of suppressing it, I decided to understand it. And that changed everything. Today I want to share the exact 6 ways I used to cope with AI anxiety. Not motivational advice, just what actually worked for me. Number 1. I stopped competing with AI. At first, I unknowingly did this every day. I would test myself against it. I would ask ChatGPT a question and then compare it with my own answer. It was like racing a calculator in the math class, and obviously I kept losing. And that is when I realized something important. AI anxiety is actually comparison anxiety. The moment I treat AI as competitor, my brain interprets it as a threat to survival. And we all know very well that the brain reacts strongly to survival threats. So I changed one sentence in my head. Instead of can I do this better than AI, I started asking what can I do better because I have AI. And that single shift moved me from defense to curiosity. Number 2, I learned what AI actually cannot experience. AI can generate ideas about grief, but it has never lost anyone. It can explain self-confidence, but it has never doubted itself before speaking. It can simulate motivation, but it has never procrastinated at 2 a.m. while questioning life choices like we all do. And this matters more than it sounds, because most human decisions are not logical, they are emotional. People don't choose only the best answer, they choose the answer that understands them. AI can just predict emotions, but humans can feel emotions. And that enormous gap between AI and humans actually removed a lot of fear from me. Number 3, I stopped measuring my worth by productivity. Do you know what is AI's biggest strength? It is output, infinite output. And modern culture already trained us to believe output is equal to value. So when AI increases output by 1000x, our brain automatically concludes my value just dropped. But the truth is that human value was never output, it was judgment. So I changed my role mentally from producer to curator, from writer to editor, from answer generator to question asker. And anxiety reduces dramatically when we stop playing the wrong game. Number 4, I built a relationship with AI instead of just consuming news about AI. And this one made the biggest difference. Reading AI headlines increases anxiety, and on the other hand, using AI reduces anxiety. Because headlines show power, but interaction shows limitations. And when we actually work with it daily, we stop imagining AI as a god. In fact, we start seeing AI as a system. Fear loves abstraction, but understanding kills it. Since I started using AI, my emotions changed from something smarter than me exists to something capable exists for me. And that is a completely different emotion. And here is what I discovered. Ignoring AI increased fear. Competing increased fear. Avoiding AI also increased fear. Only learning AI reduced my fear. Because anxiety is rarely about danger, it's more about uncertainty. And the brain fills uncertainty with worst case simulations. And I'm pretty sure you also must have felt the same. So try to play with AI tools, try to understand them, since understanding replaces simulations with reality. And if you like this video so far, please support the channel by liking and subscribing. Number 5, I changed my time horizon. So most of our anxieties come from compressed future thinking. Our brain directly jumps to no jobs, no meaning, no place, right? What we will do and all. But historically, technology never deletes humans overnight. It changes what humans do gradually, and humans also adapt gradually. So instead of asking what humans will do in next 20 years, I started asking what becomes valuable in the next 2 years, and this makes the problem solvable. Because brain relaxes when the future becomes actionable. I know what should I do or what can I do in the next 2 years. So these 2 years are going to be transformational, and I need to learn and use AI in my daily life and then let the life unfold. Number 6, I accepted uncertainty instead of trying to predict AI. So this was my another mistake, that I used to constantly ask myself, will AGI happen? Will jobs disappear? Should I switch my career? But this prediction addiction increased my anxiety like anything. Because AI progress is non-linear. No one knows what's going to happen, how future is going to look like. So I replaced this prediction with preparation. Instead of guessing the future, I trained adaptability. Learning how to learn faster, learning how to think clearly, learning how to collaborate with these AI tools. So prediction gives illusion, but preparation gives you control. So let us just be comfortable with this uncertainty and do what is in our hand and leave rest to the future. It's uncertain for everyone, not just for me or you. Now it feels less like a threat to existence, but more like standing at the edge of a new era, and obviously without the map. So this is what I finally understood, that AI didn't create a new fear, it revealed an old one, which is the fear of being unnecessary or irrelevant. But the thing that we misunderstand is that humans are not valuable because we are the fastest calculators. Humans are valuable because we assign meaning. Though AI accelerates the ability, it doesn't replace that meaning. And we need to understand this, that every generation felt the similar anxiety before us, at the electricity, at the internet, at the smartphones, and we just happen to feel it at the intelligence now. So if AI makes you uneasy, you are not behind, you are not weak. In fact, you are behaving exactly like a human should do when the definition of value changes. Our goal should not be to eliminate that anxiety. Our goal should be to make anxiety smaller than our curiosity. And once our curiosity becomes bigger than our fear, AI stops feeling like the end of something, and it starts feeling like the beginning of a very, very strange partnership. Honestly, I don't know the future of the work, but I know that for the first time, humans are not the only thinking entities we interact with. We build something that participates in thinking. So instead of thinking of AI as a threat, can we take a step back and think that we have got a partner who can help us in achieving what seemed unachievable once? If you always wanted to do something big in life, but never had money, resources, or a big team, this is your opportunity. Leverage AI and build that app that you always wanted to build. Write that book that you always wanted to write. Don't just stop at fear in this chain, but extend it further. AI, fear, understanding, and finally empowerment. Think this way, AI didn't just threaten your role, it removed your previous limitations as well. So the solution to the AI anxiety isn't motivational quotes, it's familiarity. Not running away, not fighting, not denying, but understanding. And who knows, maybe this is the real skill of this decade, not mastering or beating AI, but psychologically adapting to a world where intelligence is no longer uniquely human. And the more we learn it, the less we fear it. Now one last thought before ending this video that also makes me little de-stress. It is that in the era of human advancement, we have completely forgotten what being human actually means. We have been racing to become the best, competing with people around us, and winning over them felt like a real achievement. And AI is teaching us that we are all the same. And human relationships, humanity are our most important traits. We need to be more of a human now, because going forward, that will be awarded and respected. Now let us end the video on that note. Just remember, if you have felt this anxiety too, you are not alone. Today I also feel moments of AI anxiety, just less scared than before. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you.